Hi friends, very good morning to one and all. Hope all know you're doing so well for your coming examination. Yes, it's been so long, right? From our last class, almost 1 month over. Yes. So yes, I know hope your preparation is in track and as per the plan or as per the schedule given by our ISFS. Good. So the purpose of making this video is like you have few topics which are given in the RTP and yes, which are quite important from examination point of view as well. So yes, section 132 and section 90, 125, 120, like that. Few sections are there to discuss in company law, right? Yes. So let's start with that class. I have already shared that material for these all sections. Yeah. So hope you are comfortable, right? Able to see the screen. This is the material which I have already shared to all of you. Yes, just a second. So yes, ma'am. Starting, we are going by section 132. What is section 132, sir? It is National Financial Reporting Authority. National Financial Reporting Authority. Simply from now onwards, I am going to refer it as NFRA. National Financial Reporting Authority. Now onwards, I am going to refer it as NFRA, section 132, 132, right? So this we might have covered as part of books of accounts and a chapter, like section 128, which talks about maintenance of books of accounts by the company. Section 129 talks about preparation of the financial statements. Section 130, 131, like reopening of books, revision of the financial statements, right? And in this chapter, most important, section 135, what is that? CSR, corporate social responsibility. And yes, section 132 is also quite important, NFRA, National Financial Reporting Authority. Yes. So company law. Who framed this company law? Is it a central law or what you call state law? Yes, it is a central law which is framed by the central government. Good. But when central government has framed the laws and regulations, CG cannot interfere in each and everywhere, right? So that is where they have delegated some powers. Yes, sir. How we have discussed section 125. What is that? Hmm? IEPF, right? Investor Education Protection Fund, right? So where to look after that IEPF activities, central government again has constituted an authority. So some I referred as administrative authority. In the same way, they have constituted this NFRA. So why they constituted NFRA? For what purpose? What are their powers? All those things we are going to see in section 132. Now, first, let us understand who constituted this NFRA. Come on, central government. So, this is space you can use. This corner space is there, no? Yeah. So, this corner space we can use for writing the running notes. So, central government has constituted this, NFRA, National Financial Reporting Authority. Now, the next question comes to our mind: Why? Why they constituted this NFRA? Yes. So, to provide recommendations. To provide recommendations for what? Recommendations for appointment of peon job? No, no, no. Recommendations for or matters relating to accounting and auditing standards. Oh, so central government, while they're framing the accounting and auditing standards, they need some recommendations. So to give these recommendations, NFRA has been constituted. So immediately some question will come to your mind, sir, to give these kind of recommendations, our ICAI is there? No. Yes, it's there. So we'll understand how the ICAI role has come down by introducing this NFRA. We'll see in later. Yes. So come on, what is the basic purpose of NFRA? To provide the recommendations in relation to matters relating to accounting and auditing standards. Very good. Now, if you see the responsibilities of NFRA in detail, see here. First thing, making recommendations, make recommendations to central government regarding what? accounting and auditing standards for adoption, or I can say adoption of these auditing and accounting standards. They have to provide recommendations, not only recommendations for framing the accounting and auditing standards, they also responsible for what? Monitoring and enforce the compliance with the standards. So yes, they are going to recommend for framing of accounting standards, and once those standards has been framed, whether the companies are properly complying or not, NFRA is going to monitor that. Hope you know that monitoring means checking. They are going to check that whether the companies has properly complying with those standards or not. Good, good. And when it comes to auditing standards, tell me who are going to follow the auditing standards? Auditors, when while doing the auditing of companies, right? So again, the third responsibility to oversee what? The quality of services of the professions associated. They didn't say directly here chartered accountants. They said quality of service of the professions associated with what, sir? Associated with compliance with such standards and suggest measures required for the improvement in quality of the services. Oh, so they what you call NFRA is going to take control over the profession of chartered accountancy indirectly. How, sir? See, NFRA is going to oversee the quality of services of the professions associated with these standards. So, what is a profession which is associated with accounting and auditing standards? It is nothing but the chartered accountancy profession. So, yes, NFRA is going to oversee the quality of this profession, how they are providing the services. And yes, if they are not providing the quality, they have the power to make recommendations also to improve the quality of services. And yes, the miscellaneous one to perform such other. See here, to perform what you called such other functions as may be prescribed. That is what the main purpose of NFRA, which has been constituted by the central government. Yes. One second, I'll just now stop sharing. So yes, now we understood why and who constituted this NFRA. Yes. Now the next question comes to our mind, sir. How many persons are going to be there in NFRA? Yes. See here. So the NFRA shall consist of what? A chairperson. Shall consist of whom? A chairperson. So yes, NFRA is going to consist of a chairperson. Who shall be a person eminent in? Yes, they should be having experience in finance, law, whatever, administration and taxation, auditing, accounting. Yes, yes. Not only a chairperson, and also the other members not exceeding 15, consisting of both part-time and full-time members. So this NFRA is going to have a chairperson plus 15 other members having both part-time as well as full-time persons. Good. And survey the persons whomever they have been appointed as the members of NFRA, they shall give a declaration. They shall give a declaration. Declaration of what? Married, unmarried? No. So declaration to the central government in the prescribed form regarding very, very important. This is no conflict of interest or lack of independence. No conflict of interest or lack of independence. You might have heard this word independence, which is very, very important. Where during our auditing terminology, right? Auditing is an independent examination where without biased, or I can say I told one word, independence is something what? Tammudu tammude, pekate pekate. Yes. So they should give an declaration of no conflict of interest or lack of independence. Are by the members should tell the central government what CG, we are going to act independently and we don't have any interest in all these companies. So yes, we are going to act independently. We don't have any interest. So there is no conflict of interest. We don't have any benefit getting from those companies. This kind of declaration they should give. Sir, in which companies they should not have any conflict of interest? You will understand that. Okay. So just remember now, the members who have been selected by central government as members of this NFRA, they shall give a declaration specifying that no conflict of interest or there is what I called no lack of independence. They should give this kind of declaration. Very good. and very importantly, they should not be associated. The persons who have been members of this NFRA should not be associated. Sir, with whom should not be associated, sir? Should not be associated with any audit firm. Why? Why? Sir, they are going to verify the work of audit firm. If they are associated with the audit firm, there is no fun of again verification. So they should not be associated with any audit firm, including the related consultancy firms. Yes. During the course of their appointment, so whatever their tenure is there, like 5 years or 6 years, whatever, they should not be associated with the audit firm. And not only during the tenure of appointment, and plus 2 years, 2 years, 2 years after ceasing to hold such appointment. So once you cease to be the member of NFRA, even after that, the next 2 years also, you should not be associated with any audit firm. Not only audit firm, and the related consultancy firms as well. Very good. So understood. First question: who is going to constitute? Why they have been constituted? Understood. So who are going to be there in NFRA? We understood. Now the next thing comes to our mind is, sir, what are their powers? What are the powers of NFRA? That I'm going to see in subsection 3. Powers. Yes. See, my dear friends, the powers of NFRA are going to be like this. They has a power to investigate. They has a power to what? Investigate into what? In how? Either suo motu or and reference made to it by CG. Oh, what is suo motu? Yes, on their own. So the NFRA on their own, or if CG told NFRA, please investigate into this audit firm, or please investigate that company, if they get this kind of doubt, if the CG refer the matter to NFRA, yes, they can start this investigation of what? For no class of body corporate, whatever, into the matters of personal, no, professional or other misconduct, which is so important, my dear friends. Here, see, NFRA is going to investigate into the matters of professional or other misconduct committed by whom? Members or firms of what? Chartered accountants registered under CA Act. Yes. So please be careful. They are going to investigate into the misconduct done by the chartered accountants. Right. Good. Sir, and till now, there is no any authority who are going to verify or who are going to investigate into the matters of professional misconduct of chartered accountants. No, already, yes, ICAI is there, who is already what you call it's existing. It's already what you call investigating into the professional misconduct of chartered accountants. But again, why NFR is going to interfere here? Why they are involving here? Yes, let's understand. Let's assume Haindavi. Yes, Haindavi. Yes, and madam, let's assume Haindavi wala kid. Yes, kid of Haindavi. No, one day what happened? This kid of Haindavi has no stolen what? Chocolates. Chocolates of what, sir? Chocolates from where? Yes, he has stolen the chocolates from what he called daughter's bag of Yashwanti. Let's assume. And Yashwanti has complained to whom? Haindavi. Haindavi, your kid is like you only. Is no thief. He has no stolen chocolates from my daughter's bag. Now definitely Haindavi, what she will do? She is going to what you call to scold. She is going to beat this kid. But yes, when Haindavi beating her kid, but definitely in her what you call, I can say, heart, what kind of feeling? That matru vedana, right? Arey, he's my kid, I am beating my kid. This kind of feeling will be there or not? Yes, absolutely. So that is what happening till now. So ICA is there, who is nothing but Haindavi, the mother, and yes, the kids are nothing but the child accountants. Now, when child accountants has done something wrong, ICA is going to punish them. But when ICA is going to punish them, there might be a kind of what I can say, sort of partiality, right? That is where ICA may compromise. Arey, ठीक है, छोड़ दो यार. But no. That is why NFRA is there. ICI, Babu, Pakel Adkomma. If CS has done something wrong, NFRA is going to interfere. They are going to look after, they are going to investigate into the what the professional misconduct committed by them. Yes. See here again, they clearly mention once NFRA has taken up the case, no other institute or body shall initiate or continue any proceedings. So, if that case is taken by NFRA, if any already any continuing investigation going on, so they should what I call stop their investigation. NFRA will take it forward, right? Good. And apart from that, NFRA has the powers which are vested in the case of a civil court. Yes, so NFRA has powers like civil court. Sir, what is this? Powers like a civil court means what? Yes, so they have the power to one second. Yeah, they has the power to what you called discovery and production of books of accounts. So NFRA can ask Babu, get me your books of accounts. I want to verify. Not only that, they can enforce the attendance of a person. Yes, like Cyrus Vines is there. In Cyrus Vines, NFRA has got it out. Cyrus Vines doing so much of fraud and JP. Now they can ask Cyrus Vines, send me your books of accounts. Not only books of accounts, you also come. They can enforce the attendance of a person. Yes, they can do the inspection of any books. Okay, any books are registered, whatever, and they can issue commissions for examination of witness or documents. So yes, whatever they examine, they are going to sign, they are going to what we call give their witness. Yes, we have examined this book. So they has the powers like what, uh, power to investigate on sumoto or reference made to NFRA by CG into the matters of professional misconduct of chartered accountants, right? And yes, if NFRA has taken up the case, no other institute or body shall continue the proceedings. NFRA will continue. Yes, and they has a powers like civil court. What civil court has powers? They can ask for any books of accounts. They can ask the attendance of a person. They can examine him on oath, and yes, they can inspect the books of accounts, and they can give witness also for their verification. Good. So next comes to our mind. So NFRA is doing that kind of examination, and they came to know what so and so chartered accountant or so and so audit firm has involved in fraud, has involved in fraud. Now, yes, what they will do? NFRA is going to what you call felicitate the chartered accountant. No, they are going to punish. Yes. See now, where professional or other misconduct is proved or is proved, if the misconduct has been proved, my dear friends, this is professional or other misconduct is a big story which we'll understand in CA final. As of now, remember, it's a what you called something wrong activity done by the chartered accountant firms. Yes. Now they can impose a penalty. How much penalty they can impose, sir? Please see here. Not less than rupees 1 lakh. That means they can impose a penalty of minimum rupees. How much? 1 lakh. Minimum rupees 1 lakh, which may extend to 5 times of the fees received. Oh, that means if you have taken a fees of 10 lakhs into 5 times, that means they may impose up to 50 lakhs as well if you are a individual auditor. So if you are an individual auditor, they has a power to impose a penalty up to minimum of 1 lakh, which may extend to 5 times of the fees received in case of individual. Yes. And if it is a firm, they has a power to impose penalty up to minimum of how much, 5 lakhs, minimum of 5 lakhs, which may extend up to 10 times of the fees received. So 10 times into 10 lakhs, that is what, no, 100 lakhs, that is no 1 crore. If it is a firm, if it is a partnership firm of chartered accountants. Yes, so that is a monetary penalty. Tell me, individual 1 lakh, which may extend to 5 times. In case of a partnership firm, 5 lakhs minimum, which may extend it to 10 times of the audit fees received. Good. Sir, only monetary penalty? No, no, no. Wait. Not only a monetary penalty, then what? Imprisonment. No, something more powerful than that. What? What is that, sir? They can debar you. They can debar you. What is this debarring? Hmm? You might have heard this word debar, where in case of examinations law, what you called, if you've been found by taking that chitti, What chitty? Slip, right? Where your examiner will say you are being debarred for what you called for 2 attempts or for 5 attempts like that. Yes, debarring is nothing but disqualifying you for a certain period of time. Yes, in the same way, NFRA can debar the membership of such person who has been found guilty of professional misconduct. Okay, see now they can debar the member or the firm into the practice from practice they can debar such member. Sir, how long they are going to debar? For a minimum period of 6 months. Yes, so 6 months they can say that Babu, you cannot do these kind of services, or you cannot practice as a chartered accountant 6 months, or for such a higher period not exceeding how many 10 years. So once if it has been caught by NFRA, where 6 months your COP will be cancelled minimum, and it may extend it to maximum how many years? 10 years. Hope you know COP. What is that? Certificate of Practice. Good. That's what NFRA, what they can do, Good. Now, as a second point, responsibility of NFRA, I told they has a power to monitor and enforce the compliance of accounting standards and auditing standards, and they can oversee the quality of services, right, of auditors. Now, what company auditors, or I can say this provision to what companies these provisions are applicable, they are given, which is very important from examination point of view. So NFRA for the time being, they are going to verify the professional work, or they are going to investigate the work of auditors of the following companies. So what are those companies? First, yes, companies whose securities are listed. If you are a listed company, gone, whatever the laws and regulations are there on the earth will be applicable to you. So yes, if you are a listed company in India or outside India, please be careful here. Even if you are a outside India listed company as well, yes, they has the power to investigate into the auditors of that listed company. Next, unlisted public companies having paid up share capital. Yes, ma. Unlisted public company having paid up share capital more than or equal to how much? 500 crores. So 500 crores or annual turnover more than or equal to 1,000 crores. Yes, if the company having a turnover of 1,000 crores, are the what you call outstanding borrowings, nothing but the borrowings are how much more than or equal to 500 crores. They has again going to investigate into the work of auditors. So first one listed, second one unlisted public company having paid up share capital how much? 500, turnover 1,000 crores, and borrowings of how much? 500 crores as on the 31st March of the immediately preceding financial year. Good. And again, they has the power to investigate into the insurance, banking companies, and what do you call any other companies. See here, which has been specified under clauses B, C, D, E, and F of Section 1. Section 1, subsection 4 of the Companies Act 2013. What is Section 1 of Companies Act 2013? You might have seen the title, date of commencement, applicability. To what are all the companies? These Companies Act is applicable. First, A, all companies incorporated under present Companies Act are under previous company laws. Second, banking company. C, insurance company, electricity company, and any other company formed by separate act. Did I told or not? Yes. So yes, ma, they has the power, NFR has the power to investigate into the work of auditors of even these special companies as well. Good. Next, fourth one. Any body corporate or company or person, any class of body corporate companies on a reference made to NFRA by CG. Not only the above companies, any company. So I am a private company, but still central government has referred this case to NFRA. NFRA, you please check this private company auditors work. Yes, they can do that. They can do that. And the last one, please be careful here. A body corporate incorporated outside India, nothing but a foreign company. I'm so sorry, not foreign company. Yeah, yeah, A body corporate incorporated where outside India. Yes, foreign company which is a subsidiary or associate company of a body corporate incorporated in India. Oh, that means holding company where ma India, subsidiary or associate where it is there outside India. Okay, and net worth income or net worth of such subsidiary or associate company exceeds this subsidiary company ka net worth or income exceeds how much? More than 20% of 20% of what? Consolidated income or net worth. Oh, total company as a whole, that is in holding company including the subsidiary company turnover whatever, let us assume it is 100 crores, it is 100 crores, and this is a subsidiary company which is incorporated outside India. It is having a turnover of let us say 30 crores. That means what ma? 30% of total turnover is of belongs to whom? Subsidiary company, right? Now yes, NFRA has a power even to investigate the auditors of this subsidiary company work also. Yes, even though it is incorporated where outside India. Good. Yes. Now next some procedural work. The above companies to whom these provisions are applicable are in respect of whose work the NFRA can go and verify. They shall give what? They shall give inform NFRA 1. What they should inform, sir? Within 30 days, they should give the particulars of auditors. So what are the companies we discussed above? For them NFRA can go and check. No, now those companies should tell to NFRA, yes, this is what the details of our auditors. Within how many days? Within 30 days of what? Commencement of these NFRA rules. Very good. Now again, one clarification given by them which is so important. Please be careful here. Sir, I am a unlisted public company, okay, where my turnover falling under these limits. Yes, that means NFRA has the power to investigate into the work of auditors. But suddenly, what happened? In the present year, what you called my limits are became less than that those limits specified. That means my turnover, let's assume, is what you call 900 crores, and my paid up capital is let us say 490 crores, and my borrowings let us say 450 crores. That means what? None of the limits got covered. So for now, NFRA, do they have the power to investigate the work of auditors of this company? The answer is yes. Why, sir? See here, a body corporate for whom these NFRA rules shall has been applied, and they will be continued to be what you call governed by these rules for a period of 3 years. 3 years, even after it ceases to be listed, even after it ceases to be listed, or it's a paid up share capital turnover aggregate loans whatever falls below these limits specified. So let's assume in the current year these are what my limits. So if I apply these current year figures, for me NFRA rules are not applicable, but still I have to follow. NFRA is going to verify the work not only for this year, next year also. So in the current year, if I am for me NFRA rules are not applicable means current year plus next to 2 years also NFRA is going to oversee the work of the quality of chartered accountants or the work of the auditors. Yes, good. And next, sir, recommending accounting standards and auditing standards. This now we discuss as a part of section 133, right? Where when CG is going to prescribe the or notify the accounting or auditing standards, where in official gazette of India, how and no, which are drafted and recommended by whom? ICAI. To whom? To NFRA. Now NFRA further examination of these recommendations, they are going to refer to whom? Central government, and they are going to notify in the official gazette. Good. Sir, what if a company does not follow the rules which are prescribed by NFRA? Now there's going to be penalty. Yes, they are punishable as per section 450 of the act. Yes sir, what is 450? You need to remember the penalty here, like how we have section 447 penalty for fraud, like there are some general penalty clause sections are there. So section 450 penalty will be applicable to the company and officer in default who does not comply with NFRA rules. And any person, like let's assume NFRA has imposed some penalty on the auditor of company, and the auditor telling, no, I never done any default. Why are you imposing penalty on me? Now that auditor, yes, he is a person aggrieved. So the aggrieved person by the order of NFRA, yes, can go to where? Appellate tribunal. He can go to appellate tribunal. Yes, good. And NFRA is a authority, right, which is having the chairperson plus the other members. Yes, now they shall meet at such times. Yes, ma. They should hold these NFRA meetings. They shall meet at such times as may be prescribed. Yes, and the central government may appoint whom the secretary and such other employees also. Not only those 15 members, if they need, central government may apply. May appoint companies, the secretary as well as the other employees as well, and they are going to have this head office where in New Delhi, head office at New Delhi. And yes, NFRA also shall maintain what their books of accounts. Yes, so how that IEPF authority, they are going to have their own books of accounts, right? The same way NFRA also shall maintain the books of accounts which will be audited by Mama. Who is this Mama? CNAG, Athopest, Controller and Auditor General of India. They are going to audit the books. And yes, once audit is done, now NFR is going to prepare what? Their annual report. How the companies are going to file the annual reports to ROC, section 92 to 94. We have discussed that. Same way, NFRA also, they shall prepare their annual returns, giving a full account of its activities during the financial year, where they are going to send to central government. Yes, ma, which will be placed before Parliament. So this is what NFRA rules. Section 132. So let me give a quick summary of this section 132. Considered by CG, mainly what? To provide recommendations about accounting and auditing standards. Yes, and they has a power to monitor and enforce the compliance of accounting standards and oversee the quality of services of the professionals associated with these auditing standards. Nothing but the professional chartered accountants. They are going to have a chairperson plus 15 other persons, not exceeding maximum 15, part-time or full-time. And important thing is they should provide the declaration of no conflict of interest or lack of independence. And again, they should not be associated with any audit firm when during their tenure, plus even after that, next 2 years also, they should not be associated. What are their powers? To investigate on suo motu or reference made to it by whom? Central government. What they are going to investigate? When did you marry, Dana? No, about matters of professional or other misconduct. Yes, Yashwanti, Vintunava, Vinu. No other institute. Yes, once that NFRA has taken up the case, no institute can continue. NFRA is going to continue that. And again, they has a powers like civil court, what? Production of books of accounts, enforcing the attendance of a person, inspection of books, and witnessing, whatever. And yes, if the professional misconduct is proved, then what? Penalty 1 lakh, maximum 5 times of the fees in case of individual, 5 lakhs or 10 times of the fees in case of a firm, plus debarring for minimum 6 months, maximum, come on, 10 years. Good. And they has the power to monitor the compliance of accounting standards, right? What companies? Yes, listed companies, unlisted paid companies having paid up capital 500 crores, turnover 1000, borrowings how much ma? 500 crores. And insurance or banking, those companies referred in section 1, plus any body corporate referred by CG, and a body corporate incorporated outside India, which is a subsidiary of company incorporated in India, and that subsidiary company turnover or net worth is more than 20% of the consolidated turnover. Good. Important provision is this, my dear friends, where now the company who has not following or not complying any of those limits, but still it will be continued to govern by the NFRA for coming next 3 years as well. Recommendations for accounting and auditing standards. These we explained in section 133 and the same given here also. Punishment, how much? Section 450 penalty, and the person can go to appellate tribunal. They shall meet at times prescribed. CG may appoint secretary and other employees also. Head office at New Delhi. They should maintain the books of accounts, which will be audited by whom? C and AG. They shall provide the annual report giving the full particulars of their activities done during the year, which will be approved by whom? House of the Parliament. Yes, this is all about section 132. Clear up to here, my dear friends? Right. Now, let's go for section 90, which is again an important section, my dear friend. Section 90. There's a possibility of asking questions from it. Yes. So, what section 90 is going to talk about? Register of what? Significant beneficial owners. Significant what? Beneficial owners. Friends, before section 90, we might discuss section 89, that is declaration of beneficial interest. If you can recollect my what you call the discussion where our Aditya being the shareholder of company, hmm, and where no his wife birthday, and he has transferred the ownership of that share to wife, and next day will be the date of death of Aditya. And then what, if the ownership is transferred, gone, they don't need Aditya. That is why what Aditya has done, he has withholded the ownership, but on that shares, whatever the benefit they are going to get, maybe the dividend, maybe the right to vote, or maybe the bonus shares, whatever, only that right he has transferred to other person. That's what, no, transferring of beneficial interest bulk we discussed. Very good. And one more example I told, like Tanishka having many employees, right? And in the name of employees, she applied for the company for the shares, right? Even though those employees are the shareholders, but ultimate control is held by whom? Anishka only, right? Yes. So that's what significant beneficial owners. Yes. Now see here, the company shall maintain a register. The company shall maintain a register of what? Register of girlfriends and boyfriends. No, no, madam. Register of significant beneficial owners. Right. So here, significant beneficial owners, who means what? That we will see. First of all, beneficial owners means those persons who are not holding the ownership, but ultimate control, but the ultimate benefit is received by them only. So for the namesake, I am the member of the company, but I don't have any control on the shares, where the entire dividend is taken by some other person. Even the right to vote also I have transferred to some other person. That means only for namesake I am the member, but everything, the entire control is held by, let's assume, my wife. So that's what, she is a beneficial owner. Yes. Now, when we'll say a person as a significant beneficial owner, very very important. A person is said to have hold beneficial interest when not less than 25% of the what you call share capital. So how much? 25% of the share capital is held by him, either individually or together with some other person, whatever, collectively. Or if you hold right to exercise, or is actually exercising, and he has a ultimate right on those shares of what? Significant influence or control. So if those person having significant influence or control over the company, or if they hold 25% of the shares of the company, then yes, those will be called as significant beneficial owners. Now the company shall maintain the details of these significant beneficial owners. In the A limited, let us assume what we called our Aditya having control. Now Aditya will be called as a significant beneficial owner. Now this A limited shall maintain the details of Aditya. Yes. So the company shall maintain the register. First of all, the persons who is holding these significant beneficial owners, first they should give a declaration to the company. Okay, they should give declaration to the company specifying their interest. Yes, Aditya now should tell to the company, yes, I am the significant beneficial owner. Like that, he should give the declaration. Very good, sir. Once that declaration given by the the person who is having that beneficial interest, now what the company shall maintain what a register disclosing all these details of all these significant beneficial owners. But yes, remember my dear friends, CG may exempt some class of no persons from this declaration. So by keeping in mind the confidentiality, so the CG, the central government may exempt following few persons. You need not, even though we are having a significant beneficial interest, you need not give the declaration to company like that. CG may exempt, but as of now not exempted. Yes, there is some exemption is there for a government company that we will see at the end. Yes. So the company shall maintain this register of the significant beneficial interest. Good. One, the register maintained by the company is open to inspection by any member without any fees. Sorry, on the payment of the prescribed fees. So why the members are allowed to verify these register of significant beneficial owners? Why? Because the member also should know, or he wanted to know, why, who is the person behind the screen, or who is the person actually exercising the control. That's where the company shall maintain this register. Members can come and inspect this register on the payment of a prescribed fees. Yes, good. And the company shall file this return of significant beneficial owners with whom, with the ROC. Company shall file this return as well. Normal points. Now, something very, very, very important. Please focus on this. Let us assume Aditya is a significant beneficial owner. What he has to do, as per the first subsection, he should give declaration. But let's assume he has not given declaration. Now that is where the company the company can shall give notice. The company is going to give the notice to Aditya. Mr. Aditya, I feel that you are having significant beneficial ownership, but you didn't give declaration. Please give declaration, or please give these details. Like that, the company shall give the notice. Now see, the company can give a notice with who, from whom, to whom has a reasonable cause to believe that he is a significant beneficial owner. Yes, company feels that Aditya is a significant beneficial owner, then company can give notice to him, giving the asking the details. No, to be having the knowledge of the identity of a significant beneficial owner. Guys, remember, significant beneficial owner, nothing but he is a person behind the screen. So we may not identify him accurately. That is where, let's assume company felt that our others has an idea. Others is not a significant beneficial owner. Company felt that others knows who is a beneficial owner. Now what? Company can give notice to others. Yamani, are others who is a person having significant beneficial owner. Give me the details of significant beneficial owner. Like that, company can give notice to a person who they feel that they have the knowledge of the beneficial owners. Good. And they can still give notice to whom, the significant beneficial owners of company, at any time during the preceding 3 financial years. In the last 3 years, overall having the significant beneficial ownership, even to them also company can give this notice. Good. So yes. Now next what, sir? Once the company has given this sort of notice, the person to whom the notice has been given, he should respond within the time not exceeding 30 days. So within 30 days, he shall give those details. Good. Sir, what if he does not give notice? Now company send the notice to Aditya to give those details. Aditya Gadu, he has seen the paper, he throw the paper and no, into the dustbin. Now what next? Yes, see, the company can apply to tribunal within 15 days from the expiry of this 30 days. So once the 30 days are over, now the company can apply to tribunal. Company అడిగింది అడగట్లేదు, company can apply to tribunal. Now what happens? The tribunal is going to pass order after giving an opportunity being heard within 60 days low. Tribunal is going to pass order. Sir, what kind of order they may pass? Yes, they may pass order to give the information, or they may pass order to what you call restrict the what you call transfer of that interest, or they may pass order to suspend the rights. So whatever the shares are there, if you don't give the details of that beneficial ownership, you are going to stop rights. or we are going to stop not to transfer these shares to any other person. Like that, tribunal may pass any order within how many days? Mark 60 days of that application. Good. And the person who has been aggrieved by the order of this tribunal can apply to yeah, can apply further within 1 year from the date of such order. Yes, can apply within 1 year again to tribunal only. Yes, good. And let us assume 1 year also over, but you have not responded. Aditya has not responded. Now what happens? No, yes, whatever the shares are there on which the significant beneficial ownership has not been declared, they can pass order to transfer those shares where to IEPF. And I told you, know, once it is went to IEPF, that is in the control of central government. So they can pass order to transfer to IEPF. Right. This is what section 90 talks about. Okay. And they have given the penalty also. If any person who failed to give this kind of declaration, they are going to be punishable with imprisonment of what? 1 year. Not only that, fine of 1 lakh rupees, which may extend to how much? 10 lakhs. 1 lakh, which may extend to 10 lakhs plus what? Rupees 1000 for every day during default continues. And yes, there is going to be penalty on company also. Sir, on company, why? Company shall maintain the register of beneficial owners if they does not maintain. That's why the penalty they given. Yes, how much? Rupees 10 lakhs. Okay, and which may extend it to 50 lakhs as well. 50 lakhs as well. And yes, rupees 1000 for every day they may impose that penalty. Very good. So what if what a person who is having a significant beneficial ownership, like Aditya having significant beneficial ownership, company asked him to give declaration, he gave a false information. Or company asked whom? Let us say Vinay. Who is Vinay? Vinay has a knowledge of the significant beneficial owner. But Vinay Gadu, no, I don't know anything. Like that, he has given a wrong or false information with an intention to deceive. Then what, Babu? They are liable as per section 447. Penalty for what ma? Fraud, right? Yes. As I told you earlier, this section is not applicable to a government company. Yes, in case of a government company, you are not required to give this significant beneficial ownership. Why? Just imagine, by government company is a company in which central government or state government has the control. When they has control, they need not declare this. Yes, that's what section 90 talks about. Very good, my dear friends. Hope you understood this. Yes. So let me give a quick recap of section 90, register of significant beneficial owners. Significant beneficial owner is the one who has the beneficial interest of not less than 25% of the paid-up share capital or right to exercise, or is actually exercising the influence or control. Okay, they should give the declaration. And company shall maintain register. The register is open to inspection by any member on the payment of prescribed fees. And yes, company shall file the same with ROC. Good, important point. Company can give a notice to a person who is a significant beneficial owner to give kind of this declaration. They can give notice to a person who has the knowledge of the significant beneficial owners. They can give uh, no notice to a person who has been or who had been the significant beneficial owner during the preceding 3 financial years, and the person they should respond within 30 days. Otherwise, within 50 from the expiry of 30, they can make application to tribunal for what? For cancelling of those shares, or not to transfer those shares, or suspend all the rights on those shares. Okay, tribunal within how many days they are going to pass? Under 60 days. And the person who is against the order of tribunal, again they has a chance to make application within 1 year. If they don't respond, they will transfer everything to IEPF, and the penalty is 1 lakh to 10 lakhs, and rupees 1000 per every day, which may what you call, in case of continuous default on the company, 10 lakhs to 50 lakhs plus rupees 1000 during the day of default. And if a person gives wrong or false information, and those will be liable for what ma? Penalty for fraud under section 447. This is what section 132 and 90. Clear? Yes, my dear friends, those who was no watching this video or who watch this video, if you have any doubts, you please what you call comment, or you can what you called send me your doubts personally through to my WhatsApp as well. So then, how do I come to know your attendance? Hmm? Yes, there are 4 ways how I will come to know about your attendance. One is you can like this video, you can comment, you should what you called share, or you can subscribe. So these are the 4 ways of attendance. Please do that. Thank you all. I'll now share one more video on the remaining topics. Thank you all, my dear friends. And just yes. Remember, next only 1 month is there for examination, so you should be very careful about your preparation. Don't neglect of writing examination. So if you are neglecting writing examination, my dear friends, you'll be facing lot of problems in the main exam. Okay, I'll share one more video about planning for how to write exams and everything, but this video is only for those two sections, 132 and 90. See you all in the next video. Thank you.